after coming out on top a week ago. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Oh, heck of a move. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
The counter here is complete. And he gets this up just shy of 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Well, get out while he's in the bathroom. Close the door, Haru.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense at any given point. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book. He's an asset to have in any offense.
32-yard line.
2nd and 11. This ball taken in here by Brooks. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 14. First down, Detroit.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
2nd and 6.
They run out of the gun with Brooks here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the Lions first down. It's a gain of 6. And the Lions first down.
Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they will only muster a yard here with a 38. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his good tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Detroit.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Third down and goal to go.
He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be fourth down.
Fourth and goal.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So 3 points on the board. As easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if your run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98-99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Minnesota's offense takes over possession as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stronger up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Second and 10.
Now the Central Florida quarterback is I.J. Harvey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up third and 7.
Mahomes now to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
Wheeling in punt formation.
Now on fourth down, out is the punt team sending this one away.
Fair catch.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over first and 10.
At their own
and Detroit getting set to go now. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, Lions.
They'll look to throw. Going right back to Ferguson.
The pass on
This second and 4.
Complete to number 81. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. 19 territory now. They'll come up first and 10. Down at the 33. Again, he'll drop the throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's second down and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. And he dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Second and 9.
At the 11-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up
They'll
second
set up
and
to
9.
throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. He'll come to the line here needing 9 yards Lions to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to get there to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle.
A good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Looking to put a drive together. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
The Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
A loss of 5.
10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Mahomes going to throw. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They give him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated Bruce. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They're very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
11 yards there, just like last play.
First down, Detroit.
That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction.
And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds.
Detroit Lions, first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And quick throw here, that's complete. So nothing doing there. And it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That's complete. Right around the lane. And the Lions are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Brooks. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And now out comes Minnesota. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Looking to put a drive together. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made here at the 36. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Vikings slow to get up. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have we'll step aside. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They go play action. Now Mahomes. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's pressure too strong. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's taken to inside the 30. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of it.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Back to throw. Looking to roll in the field, and he's got him there complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line.
And the Vikings first down. First and 10.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Alvarez. From the 5 now, second and a yard.
Gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Mahomes takes it himself. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Cade York on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through. So long drive gets us down inside the 5. That lets me they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They'll start with the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. A officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That's pulled in by Brooks. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That's good.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
The 1st down pass.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson.
10 more yards.
And it's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave with a 2nd and just a few inches left. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. And they'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
And incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brooks. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now the extra point.
Point after.
And the lead now 3 touchdowns at 21 points. That time a 9-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Here we go, the final weekend of the regular season, Week 18. Sort it out Sunday. Let's get to sorting. Our journey through the NFL starts now, and it begins at Arrowhead. The Chiefs at home to take on the Chargers in the AFC West. And here's the running back for the visiting team. Trying to finish off the regular season in style, I'd say this qualifies. He is gone. From there, it's off to Atlanta. Let's look in on the Falcons. They're playing host to the Miami Dolphins. And this is Garrett Wilson. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Falcons finish off a disappointing 6-11 season, but they get the win in the finale. Last but not least, let's go to Baltimore. The Ravens taking on the Buffalo Bills. And you got to watch out for this guy, Lamar Jackson. He's going to take this one himself. He also had 2 touchdown passes in the game. The Ravens finish the season 8-9. They get the victory in Week 18. With that, a look here at the playoff picture in the NFC here in this final week of the regular season. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So we got to look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of the game where you and I have to be prepared, right? This is kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure you have some different things. That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
They'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Here now, 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here. Look to throw. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll drop the throw. That is caught. He'll go out right near the 35-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into the second-half blowout material. Oh, man, here it's coming. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 28 yards.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Back to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're not going to make it right now.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the Vikings who won that one on the road, so they'll look for the sweep here in Minneapolis. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
In motion goes the tight end. Now Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. This is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprising you folks there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here comes the Lions punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Now here's Mahomes. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds. So they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Alvarez. The catch and run good for 24 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. Goes out left. It's caught by Williams. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jamison Williams, 35 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Pumping out his rack, right? RAC.
Right after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Nice move. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Lions offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. There he goes, right side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly. Big-time jump all the way to the end zone.
Extra point splits the air race. And that will increase their offense now as they line up and kick this one away. Shifts by him. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
And when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do. You get greedy in a good way.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Yeah, good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
The Lions offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this third quarter. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not really true. Last time, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
First down. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Lions.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 160 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down, Detroit.
Once again, it's Brooks. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped out in the line of scrimmage.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Viking 16.
First down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Up the middle with Brooks here. And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trailed big here to begin quarter number 4. On the handoff, this is Brooks. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
he was brought down.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Brooks. No chance as he was mad and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play we just
yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked it off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and off-play action. Here's Mahomes. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Second and 10. Out of the gun, they go with Harvey. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who is shaken up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Well, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly the first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Vikings, first down. 1st and 10.
Mahomes going to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And past the 35 will be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
31-yard line.
In motion, the tight end. Right back to him on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He finds his man complete. It's Alvarez.
Gain of 12 yards.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got him. Touchdown, Vikings. From 10 yards out. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. And a touchdown maybe for the fantasy football folks watching.
Yeah, there are a lot of people who are happy about that touchdown, even though it won't change who wins this ball game.
Extra point by the Yankees. And the lead is down to 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
You're a fan of Teddy Penn.
Set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw a spot, an opening.
High school bully us transition.
Need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run right here with Brooks. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 180 yards rushing for him now.
He's playing brilliant, isn't he?
Here's a handoff to Brooks. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. From the 41, here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
now a give to Brooks running right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Yeah, that wasn't the weirdest I've seen somebody in the DC.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the field.
I have heard and witnessed somebody get into the shower while in the DC. So, like,
this point of the game, that means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football.
Never played
because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to use his legs here. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard.
you're playing Crimson Desert music. You're going to be confused.
And they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will wrangle it down.
Are there questions in the game? I'm not saying if there's challenges, not why.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And down right around the 42-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back.
They started dissing Call of Duty in their trailers.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Well, this is caught by Williams.
They're fucking hilarious. Battlefield is hilarious. I don't know who their promotional guy is, but he's fucking hilarious. He started dissing Call of Duty in the initial trailer for Battlefield. It was fucking great.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He finds Pickens over the middle.
Yeah. What a win.
For a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Finding Pickens for another catch.
A 7-yard gain. And the Vikings first down.
Now it's Mahomes again. It's complete to Williams. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Out of the gun, a run with Harvey. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
A gain of 12.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Just need a yard here, second and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Lions, the win here in Week 18 gives them a pivotal 11th win on the year, running their final mark to 11-6. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll limp to the finish line a bit with a final record of 5-12. And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way.
Baby.